Mahama. Today, this cat is screaming. He's meowing. Today, Okra where the he is meowing on Twitter. What is he saying? I invested in Eurobond because I figured that will help pay for the lifespan of the free school I built. Ghana decided to use our money to pay China or whoever, and leave us hanging. And Michael Blackson and nim din se asante 4cry. Or kem adentin or kema or sei ni sike bia or de koto Eurobond no ken oforiata ne MPP fo diska e de akotua Ghana fo ho ka into onte ase ni bu ofu Ghana pedifo ya kromfo onto mfa nche Ghana. Shut up, you immigrant. Shut up, you immigrant. I was telling you that you were supposed to be straightforward with the people. Wumuma so din se teshi iron rod me catch say stop the fooling. If you get the opportunity to be somebody people know a little bit, use that your influence to speak truth, irrespective. Especially, some say you don't do active politics, sir. Say, moye so-called celebrities, sir. Most somebody amonya active politics, no. Mumpo nanka osa munya the opportunity and kamutumi kasa chere government directly, because people know you don't do active politics. That means, Saban Sasa, you still have that free mind to speak on issues. But because you people are doing foolish politics indirectly, say Abaibana say Abaine say mina. You don't want to speak about Abaino. You want to try and still please the shit they are doing. And then Alande this hard face iron rod Liberian cat hard face boy in trouble. He's screaming on social media. He's screaming. He's quitting. He's quitting on Twitter. Why are you quitting? Shut up, you immigrants. I keep telling you people, anytime sometimes, Mekachamu say, there are some celebrities in Ghana, I don't hate them personally, but I hate that kind of character they put out to make Ghanaians think, say, oh, me honest, they are not. Me, say, I'm a celebrity, anka aban biaba mekan asem, and then the man looking like somebody who is neutral. On say and the demonstration, and it's got to do with the peace of Ghana. It's got to do with protecting our democracy. Did you see those people, those idiots who were making noise in 2014-15 about Ghana and we want democracy and the NPDC government? Did you see any of them come out? Aite powers na who knows something? Did you see any of them? No, they are all at home. They are waiting for the NPP to go into opposition. But you see, when the democracy is protected, these dwarfs will be standing on stages, different stages, and performing in a democratic state. Now, when you say democracy, majority of you, will you get to come on TV? Will you get to stand on stage and pull your legs and put it on a mic, on the speaker, and act as if you people, you are stronger in stepping? These are the things we talk about. Into this hard face immigrants is now screaming that Ghana for the CKD na sika or the babeshe the school of Ghana no or the koto Eurobond and I can oforiata ba omia omo for sika de ntini buofu ubuofu apaka onyoma ko fie ko Liberia men ko Ghana. These are some of the nonsense he actually wrote on social media. Let me read it for you to hear. I told you, o time obeba usika ashe usimu jira said o mark zebra crossing was Yugoslavia. Mamencham kwasi asemi o church or Twitter. Next time, next time they will sell you. They won't even chop your money. These are some of the things he wrote. Ghana robbed me and a lot of other people that trusted them, even though, sorry, let me take this again. Ghana robbed me and a lot of other people that trusted them enough to invest in that country. And they offer Ghana that country. And they offer Ghana, my beloved, no see Ghana is that country. And the Ghana, I bet that country. When you didn't say brebo. Another one was say, Ghana has set me back financially, and I will never forgive them for this. You cannot forgive us. Forgive us, oh, we are quite grammar student. When you didn't say suya. Was this say England for flag? Was England for flag? 3 lions. Ubofu. Yeah, catch another Jimmy to America. Shiny, Togo for second. I did America didn't quasiasem. Or now didn't say so holy. Third one, this is what he wrote. The world can't allow these people. Hey, what? You're kind of afraid these people. Don't say that. Don't disrespect Ghanaians. If you've lost your money, talk to the government. Why are you insulting the whole Ghana? The world can't allow these people to do this and get away with it. There's got to be kind of there's not going to be any consequences with this. I say 52 billion go forward. Now $10,000 be I be now made the 52 billion. Then chili cry away. Now akoko na wo the day. Michael, shut up, you immigrant. Tell your friends. I thought you have friends who are rich. Tell them that Ghanaians chop your money. They should give you more. You know, tell you that you immigrant. I was telling this guy, America, we know how it is here. How America has helped some of us here. We are all immigrants. We came here, America, so America helped us to become who we are. You, Michael Blackson, if it wasn't for America, you would have been some boy sitting next to Busumia, Ona Wototo powder, or dying, Ubedu America. Nyoma Koye, Abai Biaba almost say Ghana. Udu name din said ya ubo four posts. Ewa anyenchirim ekekam kwasi asem Twitter and that John Mahama and that today they have done it to you. You are calling we Ghana. That you come and meet us there. The Ghana people are waiting for you they are waiting for you because you insulted them. You are sitting in America, you're insulting Ghanaians. You see. That's your school. You see, they'll do everything and then they'll shut the school down. You don't know this government. You don't know. You, Michael, you immigrants. Now, breaking news in say, bank Ghana for Sebu. The government of Ghana, Atom. Listen to me. The government of Ghana, they have sold Ghana Bank. Now, they have sold the bank to mine. When did they do that? What I can tell you today, a few days or few weeks to come, they will come and tell you in a very diplomatic way. But that banking clean up from here, this government, through Baumia, Oforiata, and Addison, they are trying to clean their asses. But what a bank that belongs to Ghana has been sold, and yet is being sold. It has been sold. If you have money in these banks, and this bank I'm about to mention, tomorrow go and take your money. See, say, oh, sikada any this bank I'm about to mention. Ochina ko you sika. Na ye town bank na ma broni. E Baumia and the MPP say banking and clean up from here, it was supposed to save the banks and make the banks resolute and make the bank very, very resolute to be in Ghanaian market to work for the people. I don't think say banking closure say the better results by and committee and coming cancer say omaton. They have sold the bank to some Switzerland abrofu no maton bank na momo. Omobaba na nsia be catch them say sa bank no maton. And the name of the bank is this bank. Egigim. CBG, Consolidated Bank Ghana Limited. The NPP government, they have sold it. CBG they have sold the bank to some Swiss business company. The bank is going to come and take over CBG. They are going to own it. They have sold it. It does not belong to you again. Now these are let me minimize this. These are the banks MPP for power almost say almost banking cleanup. You remember these banks and almost say they have done what? They have merged all of them, and that they have merged them. Bank of Ghana say what banks when you now boom audited bank bako Ediama Ghana into CBG is a fully owned banker. It is fully owned by Ghanaians. A Ghana for bank. Construction bank omuguno almost omunguno omumeje. The Beige Bank, the Royal Bank, Unibank and Sovereign Bank. Say banks we nyina no mo buy no mo dwumadi o mo di no enko enim. Into mo kan mo nyina bomu o mo no mo kan say a merger. And no mo dey CBG. As I speak to you, they have sold it. Billions they have shared the money. Next week, next 2 weeks, next 3 weeks, they are going to come tell you so my tongue in a different language. In a different language. So when you go back into records, now could see in Sama Bank of Ghana, Ekafa, the decision they took to do the banking cleanup now. This is what they actually said. Mami enche bibi muncho. Nami Mauncho said these people are criminals. The banking closure now it was a lie. Now, so we read a year. Government establishes new indigenous bank. Bank of Ghana revokes licenses of 5 banks and appoints receiver in respect of their assets and liabilities. Bank of Ghana say sa bank ro sizi nya no jomo japade ni nyina e no de te bank bako into mo sika nyina e kai no okani nyina bom no de te CBG a e be ye Ghana dia. Into ready a point A now. What has happened to Unibank Ghana Limited, the Royal Bank Limited, Beige Bank Limited, Sovereign Bank Limited, and Construction Bank Limited? This was the answer Bank of Ghana gave. The Bank of Ghana has revoked the banking licenses of these 5 banks and has appointed a receiver over their assets and liabilities. Deposits and selected assets and liabilities of these banks have been acquired and assumed by a new bank, Consolidated Bank Ghana Limited. All deposits of the 5 banks are safe. Listen, all deposits of 5 banks are safe and have been transferred to the Consolidated Bank. Almost Sa bank 5 ninya sika ekemu no ni nyina is safe. Omo move sika ni nyina de akosha ade friend Consolidated Bank mu. Now all deposits of the 5 banks are safe and have been transferred to the Consolidated Bank. Customers can carry out their businesses as usual at their respective banks, which will now become branches of Consolidated Bank. All staff of these banks will become staff of Consolidated Bank. Board of directors and shareholders of these banks no longer have any roles. Bank of Ghana catcher said, Sa 5 banks we the nyina ka boom aye Consolidated Bank. Sika na ehye sa 5 banks ni nyina no. Sa sika no de akoshem ne friend Consolidated Bank. In say time a ye sa de we no. Sa ukọ na sa ukọ bank bi ti say. Oko to bank bi to say a construction bank. Oko to bank is a Beige Bank. Oko to bank is a Royal Bank, Unibank, any sovereign banker. Oko na say omo to wa. Me hu omo so me Unibank. Me hu omo say omo a sovereign bank. Me hu omo so omo a Royal Bank. Omo nyina ni ate bank ba ko ne de omo nyina bom say Consolidated Bank. Sa bank na ya ton. Now, this is what the Bank of Ghana said. Time omo de a banking closure. A issue ni ba no. These are some of the things they said. Does government of Ghana intend to own Consolidated Bank Limited forever? See, we're a Bank of Ghana document. There was one question that they were asking the Bank of Ghana. Does government of Ghana intend to own Consolidated Bank Ghana Limited forever? This was the answer. The government of Ghana intends to offload its shares in Consolidated Bank Ghana Limited within a period of 2 years. Now, the government intends to give ordinary Ghanaians the opportunity to acquire shares. The opportunity to acquire these shares. Remember, Consolidated Bank was established by the Bank of Ghana. It means to say, sa bank na ese a Bank of Ghana neti no eye menewo Ghana ni yedia. And a man for Busa Bank of Ghana say, na sa Consolidated Bank we a bedroom baby a Bank of Ghana be in safe free one and a Bank of Ghana for say ane ye be in safe free ye safe free one ye the bema Ghana for. Yeah, the bank ne shares ni nyina bema Ghana for. Na Ghana for a only bank no. But as we speak today, they have sold the bank to Switzerland for and a ton bank na momo. Omo beba be catch them. I went to Switzerland. A colleague journalist gave me this information because he's also investigating what is happening in Switzerland. I followed this story for about 6 months. I was quiet. I wanted to see. A colleague journalist in Switzerland I was working with said they have done the deal. They have sold this bank to a Swiss company. Into Consolidated Bank, Bank of Ghana didn't catch them. Say after 2 years they will sell it to Ghanaians, but they are now selling it to Swiss. Mumbuso mo say adenti na mo bank na ye mo dia no, they are selling to Switzerland for. I'll leave it here today. That is the breaking news. Into CBG. Enam Ghana, 5 banks a kabomu, no consolidated bank, Ghana na, almost say, aba to save Ghanaians, no. They have sold CBG. That's the breaking news here. First. The Bank of Ghana governor, Ken Oforiatta, led this. The finance minister knows. Ene Edian, Nana do Danko Akufo Addo. They want to clean their tracks. Sika omuwiaye, almost omo banking cleanup, no. They are cleaning their tracks right now. No, town sa CBG way at the mass Switzerland for. When it comes to power, make an NDC for it's going to be tough for you to investigate this issue because now there's a third party who now owns 100 or 80 or 90% of the shares. How are you going to fight that? They have sold your property to the Swiss. These banks, this CBG was supposed to be given to Ghanaians. That is a breaking news. Catch the Ghana phone answer Kevin Taylor and the breaking will have first. Do not forget. Padie book no eno ena sebio omo implement bibia wom. Moma kan page 5 the wom HSS CBG bank no na eda omo enisi se omo beton. Ejapadie book ni page 5. Hwe wo de osi ye di agro. Okay, page 5 are biological children. Omo say these are banks in which we should have controlling interests. The collapse of the local banks with ties to the opposition NDC and other rival political factions during the cleanup operations undertaken by the mother was a resounding success. It facilitated the flow of substantial financial resources into our war fund through backflow of some of the advertised cleanup costs. The NDC has been poor in coherently and consistently demanding detailed accountability and audit of the funds spent. The process further led to the establishment of Consolidated Bank of Ghana, currently a wholly owned Government of Ghana bank, and our proxies are well placed to take controlling interests when the bank is eventually returned to private ownership. This is the line that is very important. Say the NDC has been poor in coherently and consistently demanding detailed accountability and audit of the funds spent. The process further led to the establishment of Consolidated Bank Ghana, that's the CBG, currently a wholly owned Government of Ghana bank, and our proxies are well placed to take controlling interest when the bank is eventually returned to private ownership. So from the beginning, they had an idea, say, Omobeti BB a friend Consolidated Bank. Answer no mobile power no. They knew they were going to shut banks down. And almost shut banks down, they will group them and call them Consolidated Bank. What they are going to do is say, their people are going to set up companies overseas. Then what they are going to do is say, they will sell their bank to them. Now later, no, it becomes theirs forever. And no, and our completion simple and clean. I don't want to go further. But so who read the other one down there. Mr. S, do you want me to read everything or the third paragraph? Mr. S, do you want me to read the third paragraph? The third paragraph says this. The takeover of CBG and the acquisition of significant equity holding in the GAT assisted banks represent our strategy for direct play in the commercial banking space in the country. As a result of our hold on these banks, two goals will be met, namely direct financial contribution in the form of dividends, and secondly, the granting of funding support to our designated local businesses. So, they already had the plan in there. My catcher when they say CBG, it has been sold to the Swiss. Ya Thomas Switzerland phobia. Now, know the funny thing, almost Switzerland and Nkofo. And the funny thing is, Swiss are taking full ownership of the bank. Ghana for money peace. bejam be 10% bi. We are free power no, then they own the CBG. And as we speak right now, technically, Consolidated Bank Ghana Limited, it belongs to Akufo Addo and his family. You don't go too much.